There are two things in the music business: before Thriller and after Thriller.
But you wanna be bad, just beat it, beat it. There's no one wants to beat it. Sure, I'm funky, strong as your fighter. It doesn't matter who's
The first time I heard Michael Jackson's Thriller, he was pop, he was R&B, he was gospel, he was rock. It was everything that I loved.
And bring all of these elements together of dance and choreography and theatrical moments and it feeling, you know, like a musical damn near.
The magic of it, each track was better than the next. It was in your brain and everybody knew it.
For the 14th consecutive week, the best-selling album in the country is Michael Jackson's Thriller.
If Thriller came out today, it would still be the greatest album ever made. It's the ultimate blueprint to modern pop music.
I love the way that record is sequenced, right? Want to be starting some. The title says it. He want to be starting some shit right now. He's like, I'm about to start some shit in the industry right now. I'm about to blow everybody up.
This was literally the pinnacle of everything that began with him, Thriller, Beat It, and Billie Jean. To this day, when Thriller comes on, I mean, there's not a Halloween that doesn't happen where you don't hear that song. But then you have Human Nature, PYT, and then you have Lady in My Life.
It became the biggest selling album ever.
Michael Jackson always keep one in the cave.
This is history. I want to say it's Black culture, but it's for everyone.
Thriller is the biggest selling album of all time. Thriller is a cultural phenomenon that's lasted 4 decades and seems determined to continue going forward.
What takes your breath away is he had the ambition to become the biggest star in the world, and he did it. The fact that he had that dream, I mean, that goal, that's what's the remarkable story.
Ever since we were kids, we've always wanted to dance or keep the time to the music, and that's part of us. It's like something we have to have, and it's in us. Because I don't know what I would do if there wasn't music.
Joe Jackson's role in his children's careers would give people a lot to talk about. The former steelworker had somehow gotten his family out of Indiana, groomed for stardom.
Now here are 5 brothers from Gary, Indiana, ranging in age from 10 to 18. The Jackson 5.
Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go, baby. Now since I see
this poor man's life has been dissected completely. Is there anything anybody hasn't asked you by now?
Now tell me, what do you think is the success of the Jacksons, yourself and the Jacksons?
I would say probably togetherness.
I can't think about Michael without thinking about the Jackson 5 and Motown and all of that, so it takes me a little further back. It takes me to Off the Wall, which is one of my favorite records.
Welcome to WBLS once again, Michael Jackson.
Thank you very much.
The name of the album is?
Off the Wall.
Are You? We'll be back with Michael right after this.
I was not the biggest Jackson 5 fan. I was a serious pop music critic. And I said, well, it's cute what they're doing.
baby, baby.
You know, James Brown, Jackie Wilson, that's really nice. You know, it wasn't what I was interested in. And then Off the Wall comes out, and I was caught up in the excitement of learning more about Michael and his world. So I interview him separately, interview the brothers all together, him separately. You know, he's nervous. He doesn't like to do interviews. He's sad, he's lonely. He starts talking about his life. He was so hurt around 14, 15, 16 when his face changed. He got bigger. I mean, his face had broken out. He was so sad. People didn't care about him anymore. You know, adults would come into a party at some house and they would be looking all around, where's Michael? And they'd be walking right past him, you know? And he got the feeling, we don't care about you, we want that little kid.
He was dead set on his focus to be, you know, Michael Jackson's solo artist.
And he had to. He knew that it was time. He knew that he was excited to have it all be on his own terms, you know, not attached to anybody. And he knew that he was even going to soar from that.
Well, Off the Wall was an enormous success. It put Michael on the map as a solo artist. People forget that before Off the Wall, there was a period between Motown and the Destiny album where people thought maybe the career of the Jackson 5 was over, that they were yesterday's news, forgotten boy band, really. So Off the Wall reestablished Michael as someone to watch.
Off the Wall was just this incredible record. And we knew that Mike was coming back with something special because he didn't win everything that he wanted during the Grammys, and he only won one award, which was the R&B award at that. He thought he was gonna sweep. He thought for sure, I got a pop smash here. So when that didn't happen, he left there with a vengeance, just determined to do better next time.
He was determined to change the way he was perceived. And there were a lot of writings he did to himself, affirmations.
I look in the mirror and I would say over and over to myself, I'd take a deep breath, put my feet together, raise myself erect, strong like a hero, a warrior, and I'd say, biggest selling album of all time, greatest selling, over and over to my mind and look in my eyes and I'd mean it. I'd say biggest selling album of all times. And I wouldn't accept anything unless it was exactly what I wanted. My attitude was I want the biggest selling album of all times, to break records, to do phenomenal work. I came in angry.
Michael was writing. He was writing, he was fuming. He was still upset about this idea that he would be denied, you know, major awards for Off the Wall.
I just remember all of the process of when they were doing it and the excitement while they were recording, just hearing tales, you know, as they're coming in and out of the studio with it.
Westlake was a really great studio because you felt the facility had this warmth and this friendliness and this casual, put you at ease feeling. There was just the most incredible vibe where you could just be creatively free to take the music wherever you wanted.
This is hallowed ground. I was in here a lot because Quincy made a lot of records in here. Off the Wall was made in here, certainly Thriller. Quincy worked in here a lot.
Quincy influenced everything we've ever done
Yes.
in our lives, whether you can hear it or not.
Exactly. Depth of understanding of music. That's what makes Quincy Quincy. He's done big band, he's done small band, he's done pop, he's done rock, he's done everything. So just understanding all those different genres and how to fuse them all together is what gives you all these wonderful applications that you get on a Michael Jackson record.
And that sound was, you know, Bruce Swedien had a lot to do with how that overall sound was, the echo and the reverbs and the way he would place things. And they were excited. As we were making the record, you could feel the excitement in the room, knowing that we were doing something that was going to be special.
Wow, I don't even know where to begin. I just remember coming here to this studio, which was like a second home, and coming in listening to the demos that Rod Temperton would provide, and we would just start to carve musically and work our way into the details of the demos.
Rod Temperton
This guy was brilliant. I mean, he was deep. I love Rod Temperton. He wrote incredible songs, and he was part of Quincy's, tight team.
We did a lot of funky sounds on Baby Be Mine.
Quincy was just he's always looking for something different. So we were brought in because I think Quincy knew about MTV, and he was looking for a cinematic thing because Quincy came from film. When Michael would want, he knew things that he would want for sounds, and he would put it on a record player and play it, and then I'd say, well, let me go get that other synth. So it would be in the truck, parked in the parking lot of Westlake, or it would be in the hallway. We had amble cases lining up the hall, and we just basically took over the place. And we were creating sounds and using synthesizers in kind of a big way and replacing orchestra.
So one of the things that I noticed about Michael's development as a songwriter, I saw him getting more rhythmically and harmonically advanced, taking steps forward and forward and forward.
His talent was not only developing as a singer, he developed as an entertainer.
Yes.
It's funny, you guys should have picked this room, because I'm walking through here, and I just, I'm just seeing, I can almost channel him, his spirit into this room.
He had us prepared. We were prepared.
No question. Yeah. And he would come in ready to go. He was the kind of individual that had an awesome work ethic.
The process was quite a adventure, because most people forget that the first single from the album was The Girl Is Mine. Obviously, you had no bigger star in the world than Paul McCartney. And, the pairing of Michael and Paul, what better flag waver to get a project started?
Every night you watch my dreams since I met her from the start. I'm so proud I am the only one who especially her heart. The girl is mine.
Just get it, John. Get it, John.
The doggone girl is mine.
So we get the call. It's like Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson. I mean, it just didn't get any bigger than that. So we were kind of like, oh, well, holy shit, what are we going to do? What's this going to be all about? When Paul McCartney walked in the room, there was a palpable change of energy. I'm like, oh my God, that's Paul McCartney.
Saying that you're mine. Rubbing roses and your secret. It's really just a waste of time because you're mine.
Be beautiful.
Doggone good.
One more time, man. The second verse.
That was a wonderful day for me. It was a day that changed my life. I was in the presence of the greatest, most successful people in the music business. Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, George Martin was there.
Because of its catchy melody, many think The Girl Is Mine was written by Paul McCartney, when in fact, it was composed by Michael Jackson.
Once the music started flowing, it was like, here's two old friends.
Coming out of Off the Wall, the challenge was, is Michael Jackson really a pop star? Or is he just a big R&B artist?
The way it worked was that you were a black artist until you weren't. And you weren't when you got on the pop charts. Michael told me The Girl Is Mine was his sneak attack. He knew he wanted to cross over, and what better way to do it than to have Paul McCartney?
I've heard it all before, Michael. She told me that I'm her forever lover, don't you remember?
Well, after loving me, she said she couldn't love another.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, she said it. You keep dreaming.
I don't believe it.
No, the girl is mine. No, mine. You're mine.
She's mine.
So that initial session with Michael and Paul happens in April. The actual formal sessions for Thriller didn't start for a couple of months later.
Yeah, Michael did the demos at his home studio. Quincy invited me to go to Michael's house to listen to some demos. What I didn't realize was that we would be given our own private world premiere of Billie Jean Beat It, Wanna Be Starting Something.
Beat it, but you're driving me mad, so beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to beat it, beat it. Show them how funky strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right, just beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to beat